Okay.
And then once you become eligible to retire with health benefits, which I think is 15 years, 12 years, 12
Okay.
years, you can retire with health benefits, and the payment is 20%.
Okay. And this proposal retains that criteria, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, thank you. On slide 12, the last bullet talks about cutting kindergarten professionals, language immersion schools, and coordinator of Cesar Chavez. Could you talk about that?
Sure. So in the December proposal, we had initially added 9 FTEs. They were paraprofessionals for John Hanson and Robert Goddard French Immersion for the kindergarten classes. Those positions were not in existence before, or they're not in existence right now. They were add-ons.
In the fiscal year 12, they were going to be an addition. Is that what you're saying?
Yes,
I understand.
and so we are now removing that recommendation.
I see.
And there currently is a coordinator, a language immersion coordinator at Cesar Chavez, but it's not really an official language immersion program. So we are removing that FTE from that school.
Okay. And then I guess I want to, Ms. Hathaway Beck suggested saying in priority order what you would cut, and I guess I would make the suggestion to maybe if at $10 million increments, what you would add back, which might be the same thing, but it might be a more positive way to look at it. Thank you.
Okay, colleagues, that seems to have concluded round 3. Thank you very much for your questions and your insight and your input. Dr. Height, do you have anything to add to this discussion tonight?
No, Madam Chair, we have the questions that we had received formally, and I want to reiterate that we plan to put the responses of those and make all of those responses available to our stakeholders, both via on the web and to the board members directly. And as we receive questions directly from the public, we will also include those questions and have a running tally of the questions and responses. And in some cases, if the question has already been posed, we would just refer them to the response that we have provided. So I want to make sure that the public understands that on our website there's a budget link, and inside that budget link we will provide updates. And as Ms. Higgins suggested, give opportunities for advocacy. And the opportunities for advocacy both with the Board of Education, and I think more importantly, with their county elected officials and with our state elected officials.
Thank you, Dr. Height. And colleagues, I would just encourage us as we, as the questions and answers are posted, that we do our due diligence. I know we have a lot of stuff to read at this point in time, but that we read the questions and answers. I think it'll help inform us as well. It might also help us to not repeat questions that have already been asked. And I know we tend to do that at times, but just because this is such a critical time and issue, I want to make sure that we make the best use of time. I also want to, in the record, indicate the next budget hearings that are budget hearings and work sessions that are scheduled. We have February the 3rd at 6 p.m., which is a public budget hearing. So the purpose of that is to hear from you, the public, in terms of the proposals that you have heard. On February 8th, we'll have another work session similar to what you just saw tonight, which Dr. Height will also be giving us follow-up and answers to many of the questions that he also heard tonight. On February 10th is another public hearing, which will be, and they're all here at the Sasser building. And then we're scheduled to adopt the budget as amended or as in its final stages to be sent to the council by February 24th. It is not uncustomary that we might have to do a Saturday session. So if that becomes necessary, we will do that and start early in the morning so you could come out to those meetings as well. A copy of the Board of Education calendar should be on the back table, but of course is also on the website. I don't think I've missed anything. Colleagues, for the good of the order, we are adjourned at 8:15. Thank you.